Now, when I write, it's a lot like playing, and sometimes I actually do pick up objects and play with them. And I'm going to tell you a story. This is a baby. It's a bad baby who jumps out of its cot and runs down the street. And what I do when I've got a character doing that, I'll think, what's the worst possible thing that could happen next? And because readers love it when things go wrong. And in this case, if I've got Godzilla, I'll think it meets Godzilla. Now here I'll stop and I'll think, what is the audience expecting to happen at this point? And before I've even done it, I know that most of the audience would be expecting to see the baby get stomped on and then put in the dinosaur's mouth and shaken backwards and forwards until its head comes off. So I put a lot of work into thinking, what's the opposite of what the reader's expecting? And in this case, it's not the dinosaur eats the baby, but the baby eats the dinosaur. If a baby's going to eat a dinosaur, it has to kill it first. And it can't just pull a machine gun out of its nappy, because really no one would believe that a baby has a machine gun. So how does that happen? It can't just run at it and headbutt it and expect the reader to believe that. I think, what weapons does a baby have that are truly powerful? And obviously that's their nappies. And in fact, all it has to do is take its nappy off. The dinosaur is blown backwards through the air, and that lets the baby run up behind it, take its nappy pin and poke it in the eyes. Again, I'll think, what's the reader not expecting to happen? Would be the baby feels sorry for the dinosaur and tries to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or emergency heart massage. And while I'm exploring that possible option, I'm looking at that thinking, that looks like the baby's on a trampoline. And I'll get excited because there's a whole other story that I haven't seen. Not the dinosaur eats the baby, not the baby eats the dinosaur, but the dinosaur adopts the baby and takes it home. Now, what's the opposite to that is what my next question will be. Not the dinosaur adopts the baby, but the baby adopts the dinosaur. So you see, we've got 4 different stories now, rather than just the dinosaur eating the baby. I'm going to finish on the most unexpected story of all, and in fact the most beautiful, is that they could be coming along the street, they see each other and fall in love. They get married and have children. And the really interesting question there is, what would those children look like? The great thing about toys is we can explore by removing that head and placing this head, and there we have a whole new character and a whole new set of possibilities for our storytelling. Of course, it could end up with the character looking like that too, which is a whole other story and quite unfortunate. So that's how I tell a story. I'm playing and exploring all the different possibilities.